Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, She Sews Happiness. I'm Mary Ellen, in case you haven't been here before, and this is where I share all things stitching related with you. So I wasn't actually going to create a vlog this weekend because while I have made some progress and I've done some sewing, I still haven't got pictures of the garments and stuff to show you properly. So I have got a finished garment. I have two works in progress. I have finished a beautiful cross stitch project from my Cotton and Twine subscription box, and I'll show you that because it's really pretty. But yeah, I just thought I'm a bit disorganized. But I've had a few people ask me if I was going to be uploading any videos because they miss me, which is really nice, because sometimes you wonder, who am I talking to? Am I in the ether? Is this just a black hole of conversation with myself? So yeah, it's really nice to know that there are people out there who are looking to hear from me. So yeah, I'll share with you the progress that I'm making. I'll show you a few little fabrics and things that have arrived. I've kind of curtailed myself a lot because if you've watched previous videos from the last few weeks, I'd been on a bit of a splurge and I was buying quite a lot of fabric. But no, that's all slowed down and I am more mindfully working on projects than I am shopping randomly online, particularly in the early hours of the morning when Henry is awake and being fed. It's very tempting to just fill those moments of sleeplessness with a bit of retail therapy. But yeah, I've behaved myself for the most part. So yeah, I'll share with you what I've been up to. And I'm sure this will actually be quite a brief vlog, but here I am in my very casual thrown together state. So it has been a lazy Sunday. I haven't really done very much. I have done a little bit of sewing, I've been organising things, I've been reading, researching, you know, just wasting a lot of time probably, but sure. I had a nap as well, which was very needed, and I felt so much better for it, and it got me into the mindset of cutting out my brand new project for the Jenny Stitches Fabrics blog. So that is now a go. It's a Valentine's blog, so it does need to be completed pretty soon, so that's why I've got all the preparation out of the way. So today I twirled it and I'd started creating another garment with the same pattern because I actually remembered how much I loved this. So I just thought while I'm here, I will use this other fabric that I've had that was actually sent to me by Minerva. I'll show you this fabric. I won't share too much about the pattern or anything, so it'll be a bit of a surprise when I actually upload my blog. But this is the fabric here that I am sewing with. I've nearly finished this make. I just need to sew on the buttons and attach the skirt. Everything else is done. And I know then that before I make my really pretty version with this gorgeous Fabric Godmother Ecofero crepe from Jenny Stitches, that my blog post will indeed have a pretty garment, the fit of which I'm really happy with. So I did have to twirl this pattern again. I've made this dress. As you know, it's mostly dresses that I'm sewing here. I made this dress before. I think I've made it twice now. I made it in a double gauze, which was lovely for summer, and I made it in a beautiful William Morris print, and I've been busting to get some wear out of it, but I made it just before I found out I was pregnant, and then my body expanded and I didn't get an awful lot of wear out of it, and I went and tried it on recently, and while it fits everywhere, it doesn't fit at the bust. So breastfeeding mama has had to go back to the pattern pieces and make some changes, which I've now done, and I'm really happy with the fit. I haven't really been sewing with wovens for a while because the last few months obviously all I was doing was sewing jersey makes for the comfort and for the ease. So yeah, it was getting myself into that mindset of sewing with wovens and making those very necessary and essential adjustments, which I've done. But the fabric that I've nearly finished sewing up is this gorgeous exclusive to Minerva viscose challis fabric. and I love this. It's not my usual kind of print at all, but the colors are just so vibrant and beautiful, and because they're on a black, which is what I love, it's a transitional piece that I can wear pretty much any season depending on how I layer or don't layer it. So yeah, that's one of their own designs, and I just thought it was really fun, and it's kind of a statement piece. But yeah, I've got pretty far on that. I just need to do a lot of tidying, get the buttons on as I say, and then attach the skirt, and then, well, I say and then, but that's going on the back burner until I get my blog post sorted first. So yeah, as I was saying, I have started preparing all the pieces for my blog. And this is the fabric that I am working with. As I say, it's a Fabric Godmother. It's from their recent collection for Valentine's, and I just thought it was absolutely beautiful. I love the shade of red. It's a real corally red, one that I can't really pull off in lipsticks, but one that I absolutely adore and can wear in clothing, so that's okay. But yeah, I've got everything ready to go. Pattern pieces all cut out, darts all sewn in, stay stitching, very important, all done, waist ties and stuff ready to go, and all the interfacing and everything is finished. So it really is just a case of sitting down and doing the actual sewing, which I'm really looking forward to. And the other thing then that I'd worked on and is complete is right behind me here, and I haven't worn it, I haven't taken any pictures of me wearing it, but it is the Charm Patterns Patreon exclusive pattern, the Society dress. Absolutely torn on the dress because I love it. I love the style, and I've gone for the very wearable style of everyday tea dress rather than the full length gown with the hood, which, to be quite frank, I would only ever wear as costume wear. I'm not going to wear that anywhere else. So I'm not making that version just to take a photograph and put it on Instagram. I wanted something that would be wearable, that would get a lot of wear, because as I've probably mentioned time and time again, I'm not about sewing for the impact or for, you know, that next post. I'm sewing to be as sustainable as I possibly can be in my wardrobe and in my life, and I wanted a dress that was going to get a lot of use. So I've made the shorter version. I've made the short sleeves with the little pleat detail and the gallard inset, and it's lovely. It's really lovely. It's got this beautiful seam here, this gorgeous curve, and you can see the gallers. Hopefully you can see the gallers. I'll pop a little picture in of that part of the dress so you can see. You've got the gallers up here and gallers here, which is where you get your shaping, and then this beautiful flattering curve, and then just a circle skirt. Now, I am a big fan of Charm Patterns. I have made quite a lot of them, but what I have discovered several times now, and I really ought to learn my lesson, is that while the measurement chart, both for your size and for finished measurements, work brilliantly in woven patterns, I find the fit to be a really good starting point for me when it comes to woven garments. When it comes to stretch garments, they're always hugely off. So when I actually put the dress on to try the fit and just to see how it looked and how much I needed to take off the hem, because almost 5'1", there's always a bit that needs to be taken off. I was also sewing with a viscose jersey too, so I needed to straighten out my hem, because even though it's jersey, you'll still get a bit of a drop, and I like my hems to be as even as possible and finished. I know there's like a trend whereby nobody bothers finishing their jersey hems anymore. That's not me. I like my garments to be meticulously finished. But yeah, so firstly I had to take 6 inches off the skirt. That's just how long it is, and yeah, that's fine. It takes a bit of time, but that's okay. But what I also discovered was there was just so much room in the dress overall. It fits my bust well. I think I made the D cup in Gertie's pattern, but what I discovered was the shoulders, where like literally hanging way down here. The way it's graded, it just seems to be graded broadly to account for curves, but broadly all over rather than just in the areas that are more curvaceous than others. And this is one thing I think I talked about in a couple of my videos when I was reviewing Jennifer Lauren patterns. Jennifer Lauren patterns are amazing, particularly her D cup size block, because she does account for curvy areas and not just assuming that your whole body is bigger. And not every pattern company seems to follow suit with that, and that's why I think Jennifer is a very clever pattern maker, and I really love her patterns because it takes so much work out of that for me. So yeah, I had to make a lot of adjustments. I had to bring my shoulders up by about 1.5 inches, and to be honest, they could probably come up a little more. My worry then was that I would lose those lovely gathers that were inset into the sleeves, so I kind of left it where it was. I had to take a bit in just on all the seams, but yeah, very annoying, very annoying. But it's there, and it's made in this gorgeous viscose jersey, which is from Jenny Stitches. And the next time I'm uploading a video, I should hopefully have worn this dress, and I'll be able to share a picture or two of me wearing it so you can see what it's like. I'll pop up a little review video of the dress if anyone's interested, knowing more particularly. Yeah, but there we are. That's where I am, and that's what I've been sewing in terms of my garments. I have been working as well on my cotton and twine cross stitch subscription box, and I have to say, I think I finished it in like 4 days, maybe 5. It was a really beautiful design this month. It was designed by Emma at Stitch Rivia, and I haven't finished it yet, so it's still pretty messy and it has to be finished on the back, but this is the little design, and I just thought it was absolutely beautiful. Enjoy all the little things in life. Her typography is absolutely gorgeous, and the floral fauna design again was really pretty, and there's just something about those colors. And I know a few other people who subscribed to the box found exactly the same thing, that once they started it they couldn't put it down. There was just something really compulsive about this design, and yeah, I stopped stitching my sampler just to finish this one, so I'll get back to my sampler hopefully this evening, maybe even. So yeah, that was that. And any fabrics that I've bought this week are not actually garment making fabrics for me. I've got some for little man, for Henry, and I've got some furnishing fabrics. So the first thing I have here, which by the way are gorgeous if you're a Frida Kahlo kind of person, you're gonna love these. Fabrics Galore I posted on Instagram the other day of a tote bag that they had made using an upholstery panel of Frida, and here it is. Isn't it absolutely gorgeous? Those colors are beautiful. There is gold thread running through that, and I thought immediately I need to make a couple of cushions out of this. One for here in my own sewing room, and one for a friend who loves all things Frida as much as I do. So yeah, they were even more beautiful whenever they arrived, but I decided I needed some more. So I have 4 in total, which I'm going to stitch up into cushions. A couple for a gift and a couple for me. So I have a couple more panels here. Just, I love them. I might even buy a few more and have them because there's so many people in my world who would love those, and I might even make some totes. And I bought a couple of furnishing fabrics from Fabrics Galore just to see what I might like best as the backing for the cushions. And I got some beautiful black upholstery velvet. It is so lush, I can't even describe. It feels incredible. And I also got some suedette to try out as well, and it is also an incredibly beautiful feeling fabric. So I'm looking forward to trying those and maybe making up a few more as gifts for friends too. So that was what I bought in terms of adult appropriate fabrics. And then I discovered a company online called Blooming Fabrics. I think that's them. I could be wrong. No, it's Blooming Fabrics. And they have these really quirky jersey designs. And a lot of them are for kids. So I picked up a few. What really drew my attention was this one. How fun is this one? So it's this Ghostbusters themed fabric. And you know what? They mean nothing to Henry. Henry has no idea what these things are, but I do. And I can't wait to sew him up something super, super cute in that fabric. And another one that I have here is this gorgeous space themed Baby Yoda. With all these little stars and galaxies and constellations in the background. And you've got Baby Yoda with a little heart, Baby Yoda eating a frog. He's just super cute. And I might just make some PJs or something out of this. The last fabric I bought was basically for next Christmas because I just thought it was super cute again. And it's this Sesame Street themed fabric. And I love the Cookie Monster. Not so sure about his little character friend there, Elmo. I don't really like Elmo. He really irritates me, but I love the Cookie Monster. So again, for next Christmas, these will be pajamas for Henry. And that is what I have been buying and doing. So yeah, as I said, short and sweet today. Not too much to catch up on, but for those of you who very, very kindly wanted a new vlog from me, hopefully this will satiate you until such times as I have my finished completed garments ready to show you and share. And yeah, I'll chat in more detail about patterns and fitting and things like that in the future videos. The other thing that I do have to make a start on once this dress is complete, well, once both dresses are complete, one will take a lot longer than the other, is to make my Dorothy jacket, which is the next thing on the agenda. And then I'm not sure where I'll be going, but we'll see. There'll always be a surprise for you and for me. So hopefully everyone's doing well wherever they are, wherever you're tuning in from, because I know a lot of you are tuning in from a long, long way away. And yeah, hopefully you're having a lovely weekend. And I'm just wondering as well, because I'm buying all these beautiful children's fabrics, I do have a kind of favour to ask you. If you know of any children's pattern designers, or even just patterns, like specific patterns that you love, that you've tried, that you think would be suitable for a little boy, can you please share them with me in the comments below? Because apart from 2 Stitches and Poppy and Jazz, I'm not au fait with children's sewing patterns, so any guidance would be appreciated. But yeah, I'm going to go now and sort out dinner and things like that, maybe get a little bit more stitching done. I've actually decided that for the week I'm going to take my sewing machine and ironing board and things downstairs, which will just make it a little bit easier to get those stolen moments between feeds and changes and just to sew. And hopefully that will make me a little bit faster and a little bit more productive. So yeah, hopefully I'll be back soon. Until then, take care, speak to you all hopefully next weekend, and I'll share with you what I've been making and the progress that I have made. See you all soon. Bye.